That, my friend, is the ultra-rare luxury coffee Blue Mountain, the blue bean. So delicious, so extraordinary. It's smooth, it's almost like butter, with a tone of chocolate on top of it, like cocoa. It often goes for $30, $35, $40 a pound. Jamaica Blue Mountain, probably the most famous. Everyone is there. But there's another one. I think that I can find a better Blue Mountain in Papua New Guinea. One of the most isolated islands in all of the world. Volcanic soil, massive altitude. They're growing big, big quantities of Blue Mountain. So you know what that means, Hollywood? That means me and you, we gotta call the wives again, because we're heading for the mountains of Papua New Guinea. This is Hijack Alley.
14 people died.
14 people last week died on this road. Please deliver, please deliver. Look at my hands are shaking. I'm Todd Carmichael, and I risk it all.
Oh, that's beautiful.
For coffee. Think oil's big money? Your daily cup of Joe is a $60 billion a year industry. The only problem, the best stuff grows in some of the planet's most dangerous places.
Look at this.
So for my business, that's where I go.
I found you, baby.
This time, Papua New Guinea. I'm in Goroka, Papua New Guinea, a volcanic island in the South Pacific, where some of the best coffee in the whole world is grown. Why? Because of the altitude and for its uncommonly rich soil, all volcanic soil. There's so many unique flavors of coffee, but there's one out there, Blue Mountain. It's like cocoa, a deep, deep chocolate flavor. And I believe that coffee, that cocoa coffee, is laying somewhere out in those mountains. And I know what stands between me and it. Some pretty rough travel. You ready to see your first Papua New Guinea coffee? What are we, a stone's throw from the airport? It just mystifies me why this is actually grown. You have one here and here. You've heard of Jamaican Blue Mountain? Right, this is Papua New Guinea Blue Mountain. This creates a beautiful coffee, really large bean. Man, if you were able to combine this with that altitude, man, you're a rock star. Check this out. See those brown bags over there? There's coffee there. This is Coffee Alley. Just export agent upon export agent, just building after building after building. And inside of them, thousands and thousands of sacks of green coffee. You're probably asking yourself, hey, Todd, why don't you just dip into one of these warehouses, buy a couple hundred bags and get home? My job isn't just to find coffee. My job is to find unique coffee, coffee that no one else has. They're not always found in warehouses. The whole trick and the whole challenge is finding that new mountain, that new seed, that new flavor. And there's only one way to find a standout. Go off the grid and go hunting for yourself. I gotta make a decision on which direction to drive. The higher the mountain, the better the coffee. We have 3 big mountain ranges in Papua New Guinea. As you go west, this is the more accessible coffee region. This is where the big companies go. So the smart thing to do is go where no one else is going. And for me, immediately, that means go east from Goroka. Between me and there is some of the most gnarly road in Papua New Guinea. It's like a minefield. It's barbed wire. The name of this little beauty is the Highland Highway. It's a road famous for many things: kidnapping, rapes, carjacking, murder. I'd like to find small plot farms, maybe communities working together. And I think the only way we can do that is by traveling that road. You ready to rock and roll?
Do it.
Let's move. We're looking for small plot coffees. Those are the coffees that are off the radar. And what small plot coffees require is cooperation in the community. The average size coffee farm is about 1.5 acres. In Papua New Guinea, that farm size is a little even smaller than that. So going out and making Dubai, often it's very difficult to find a farm with enough size to give you the volume you're looking for. So we're looking for a community where they're sharing, pooling their product together, and I can buy directly from that group of farmers. We got police in the streets. Cones out. I think this checkpoint here is the official border of us leaving Goroka. M16s and all. Guess that's the Bon Voyage party, huh? All right, from here on out, we're on our own. The Highlands Highway. And this is the ugliest part of it. Now, you noticed the trucks along the road with all those cages over the windows? That's anti-hijacking material. We don't got it. Now, a lot of times in these villages, people pull over and they gather trucks. They create convoys. They have escort vehicles in front of them. If we can find one of those, one comes upon us, we're gonna follow them. It's like always, you're in a dangerous part of the world, look for friends. Yeah, you see this? These guys are forming a caravan. So you know what? I'm gonna do exactly the same. It's like going surfing. If you want to cut the possibility of being eaten by a shark in half, go surfing with a friend, right? How you doing? Good. Are you guys rolling soon?
Yeah, we're going out, yeah.
You're going out?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll wait for you to go. We'll follow you guys along.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Thanks much. Oh my God, that's like manna from heaven. We'll just kind of fishtail behind him, and we got him, Big Brother leading all the way through. Rock and roll. These guys drive like madmen, like maniacs. So we're gonna wanna hold on tight, not lose him. It's not like this is I-95. And most of this area, you got cliffs going off either side, potholes everywhere, part of the road crumbled away, and he's just driving like he's driving an Indy car. Look at that. You see those brake lights go off? I didn't. Dude, that guy's driving like a bat out of hell. Dude, I'm punching the gas. Look at how far ahead he is already. I simply cannot keep up with the guy. Not on this road, man. I'm almost got to put myself at risk in order to keep up to avoid a risk. Now, what's the balance? Slow down, half road, closed. I can't come flying through this village at 70. I can't even see the guy. Hey, he's gone, dude. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm sorry. Well, we're back in the fire.
I'm on Hijack Alley in Papua New Guinea. Jumping into a caravan is clearly the safest way to go, but just keeping up seems riskier than the hijackers.
I can't even see the guy. Hey, he's gone, dude. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm sorry. Well, we're back in the fire.
The best thing for me is to get off this highway and up into the mountains.
See this dirt road right here? That's a dirt road that's not on my map. I bet you that mountain up there is connected to that dirt road right there. Yeah, I bet you those are pickers coming out of the mountains. I bet you right behind it we run into a truck loaded with coffee. Let's take our road.
It's good to get off Hijack Alley and into the mountains that could have the Blue Mountain coffee I'm looking for.
Here, jump out of it. Let me show you this. You know, I was telling you about small plot farms. See those squares? Each one is a small plot farm. When looking for coffee of the volume that I'm looking for, you need many of these together, creating a community. There's no coffee through here, but you can see what I'm saying. Now, if I can find that higher up in the mountains and just growing coffee, we're golden. See that smoke up high? Oh, that's some serious altitude. That's the nosebleed section up there. That means someone's working that soil, burning off some of the cuttings. I say that's where we go. Let's rock and roll. Man, this place is just thick with bean. It's like Shangri-La. All right, let's pull it over here, man. Let's roll. All this coffee is Arabica, but not just any kind of Arabica. It's Blue Mountain. That's a beautiful variety. The altitude is high. Access to water, it's super important. Watch out for your steps, bro. See that? Coffee all the way down there. That's called parchment. Inside that parchment is the bean we're looking for. It's drying out in the sun just the way you want it, right? Hello? Can I see your coffee? Yeah? This is beautiful. That's your classic Blue Mountain. Blue Mountain has a very famous tint to it. It's bluish color. It's almost like a stone. You see that? Some of the most sought-after coffee on the planet, right there in my hand. Let's see if this community is organized enough for us to be able to buy from them. Hi, does anyone speak English? A little English? You speak English? Hi, I'm Todd. Hi. Parks? Yeah. Nice to meet you. Can you take me a tour around your village? Can you see some of their coffees?
Since I'm after a large, unified amount of coffee, I'm hoping all the farmers of this village are working together and not each creating a different product.
Down that way, it's all coffee.
This whole area? It's beautiful.
The coffee's gorgeous, but there's not a lot of it. And worse, each farmer seems to be working on his own.
Are people banding together in like a cooperative?
At the moment, we don't have that.
As a coffee guy, I can tell you have a lot of beautiful raw material here. It'd be hard for me to say, well, we can buy together because we need more organized cooperation between the farmers. It's just missing that last ingredient.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to pass on this coffee. It would take me months to make hundreds of deals with individual farmers. I need to make one deal with an organized community.
Now it's just a matter of continue driving and finding the right village. And we are back on the tarmac, the Highlands Highway. At home, a pothole is just a tiny little thing in the road and makes you go bump a little bit. Here, big sinkholes. You can lose your vehicle in one. If you hit it the wrong way, stops your vehicle, you go right through the windshield. But you get the help of the locals that fill them in. They stand by the side of the road. If you don't tip them, they will then proceed to stone your vehicle. Dude, look at this whole road just fell away. You come screaming down here in the middle of the night. You don't see that thing? You'll be returning home in a box, if you know what I mean. Coming up, our first road crew, they're fixing a bridge. We're gonna wanna make sure we pay these guys a couple bucks for their efforts. If you do, they're happy. If you don't, that mood really changes.
Just
Get some-
2 bucks.
two kina, green. There you go, my friend. I'll go after this truck.
14 people died. 14 people.
14 people last week died on this road.
All of them.
All of them dead.
All of them
because of
dead.
these potholes.
Listen.
All right, well, I don't want to add to that number. Now, that was one of the better receptions by a road crew I've ever had. I think it has to do with you, Hollywood. You see them all geeking for the camera? Dad, it's not like that when you're out on your own, trust me. Out throughout this region, you can see houses burn out, cars burn out. Sign of tribal fighting. Some 850 or more tribes in Papua New Guinea alone. And harking back to old times, often tribal fighting will flare up. Ironically, all about one thing. Ironically, the same thing I'm here for. It's beautiful soil. This region, it's known for it. coffee plants all along here. Major altitude, shade. So I say all that together means let's step out of the truck. Oh yeah, this is just classic Typica here. Let me tell you what, you see that weeping pine above us? This stuff loves shade, but it doesn't like shade from that. Weeping pine pulls a lot of the nutrients out of the soil.
Without nutrients, the coffee usually suffers, but a look at a dried bean should tell me if this coffee is worth my time.
Let's go into the village. Stay together, all right? This is Iffy Road. We're also on the edge of a tribal war zone. I don't know what role this village has had to play in it. Did you hear that? Like screaming, like moaning, like sirens. You hear that? I hate this.
I'm hunting remote villages in Papua New Guinea, looking for a cooperative producing a large volume of Blue Mountain coffee.
Did you hear that?
Small villages like this are scattered across the PNG countryside, but what's strange here is the chanting coming from below.
Like screaming, like moaning, like sirens. You hear that? All right, let's go. Oh my God. That, in simple terms, is a party. Completely unaffected by our presence, which is a good thing. If this is a village that's assembled itself to sell off its coffee together, there's one guy in charge. The only trick is finding him in the crowd. Well, I guess the best place to start is the guy nearest you. Hi. Hi. I'm looking for the coffee man. The main coffee man. Oh, he's the big, big man with that on his back. That is the main coffee man. he's a good dancer, huh?
There's another one out there.
There's another one here?
We go over there.
Can you take me?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I thank you. Come on. Our 2 liters. Ah, it's such a beautiful village. We have coffee here.
There's a coffee here.
It's been dried, he's taking it in. That's Blue Mountain. Does the whole village have different plots, different farmers, different people who work coffee?
Blocks were owned by a family.
Yeah.
Each plot is owned by a different family.
Yes.
But the community works together?
No.
No?
No.
Each sells his coffee separately?
Exactly what I was afraid of. A village that doesn't work together means not enough consistent quantity. Here, it's another bust. But I'm a coffee guy, and these are some very friendly coffee people.
You know what this is? Are you picking up on this? Dude, this is called moo moo, a below-ground barbecue. It's famous in Papua New Guinea. It can be in all types of things, chicken, beef, anything you like, vegetables all mixed together. They wrap it in big leaves and they bury it all. And they put hot stones on top of it. They let it cook for like 10 or 12 hours. And what's inside is like a buffet of joy, man. Oh my God, it smells delicious. Oh, look at the size of that one. Oh, that's sweet potato.
It's a sweet potato. You have a taste. Take a
Yeah?
taste.
And you have a taste too, no? Wow, it's hot. Wow. That is so sweet. And it's got that smoky taste behind it, but it's steamed, right? Yeah, that's delicious. Beautiful moo-moo in a beautiful village. I'm so very happy I found you.
My new coffee friends are kind enough to offer me in Hollywood a bed for the night, since according to them, the Highlands Highway gets even worse at night.
Dangerous place?
You see people blocking the road. Order the cars, beat the people, and then
Beat the people
take
up.
money out. Everything.
Take it.
Police try to stop this, but it's very complicated.
The police tried to stop them, but they couldn't. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
All right, thank you for everything. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. We'll be good here, bud. You all right with this?
Yeah, I'm good.
The coffee, this is a bust. We get up early, and we continue the search. All right? All right, Hollywood, you ready?
Do that.
Bye-bye. Tell him bye-bye. There's a certain degree of heartbreak, you know, and disappointment. Every time you drive away, it's like a little piece of you breaks. But you can't force it. A coffee farmer has to plug into international trade somehow. When you're a villager in the middle of nowhere, it's not so easy. Even when I come and hunt it down, we still need to be able to link up in some way. You still need to be able to assemble a volume and then have that volume processed. Without that, it stays local, it stays domestic. If I can find that last thread, a village that's cooperating, then I'm golden. I see the big shade tree. Turn that shade tree into a little market. Let's go nose around, see what we can find. You never know. You get someone to point you in the right direction, break something open, right? So let's go find out. You see this? This is betel nut.
The locals chew betel nut like tobacco. It contains chemicals similar to nicotine, so users experience a rush.
It's a hyperstimulant. It turns your teeth all red. Should I try this?
You want to try? Okay, yeah. Some. You try it.
I'll try it. This is the meat. So you get that little thing out. The next step is I apparently put this into my mouth.
Oh, chew it. Get a first bit.
What? Now I spit?
First
Oh my God.
bit. You chew it.
Yeah, your mouth immediately dehydrates. I swear to God, all the fluid in my head is now in that betel nut.
How is it?
Disgusting. Wow. Your mouth goes numb. You feel your system accelerating. It's like having multiple cups of coffee, but with a mouth that's just come from the dentist, really. I'm gonna spit this out. Is there anything in my teeth? Oh my God. Thank you, thank you. Don't worry, buddy, I saved one for you.
Before I hit the road, I have to figure out exactly which part of the Highlands Highway I'm on and where I'm headed.
Can you tell me on this map
I'm going to tell you.
where I am? Could you do that? So I'm right in here. Ah, that's good to know. Tick, tock, tick, tock. That's time, and that's altitude. I may just be running out of mountain, and we don't have an answer. We're gonna go down from here. Man, I'm starting to run out of options. I need to think, man. All right. We're regrouping. This is what we're gonna do. Yeah, I can double back and I can go up here, way up to the west. You know, to known coffee territory. But I've been there, I've done that. I'm not gonna do it again. This source trip is about finding something off the radar, something exotic, something different. And we're not gonna find that there. And I haven't experimented with these mountains here. That's the second mountain range, Finisterre. It means the end of the earth. I'll tell you what, the best place to regroup, right, is this city, Leh. All the coffee grown all over Papua New Guinea goes right through Leh. And if you're gonna find out any information about Finisterre, you're gonna find it right there, Leh. It's a port town in a third world country. And I can tell you right there, that's gonna be dodgy.
Hunting for that cocoa-flavored Blue Mountain coffee in Papua New Guinea has been a bust so far, and I'm descending out of the first mountain range. So I'm off to the port city of Leh to see if I can catch a clue.
All right, dude, buckle up tight, because this is gonna get real weird. Leh, one of the most violent cities in the world. The port is the best place to start. Around there, we might find export houses. All I need is a little confirmation. It's not too hard to get. It could even be a bag in a warehouse. Are they growing coffee in Finisterre? All right, here's the front gate. See if I can convince this guy to let me in. All right, you stay here, dude. See if I can make some friends. Hello. Can I come in? For 11 kina. 10 minutes.
Guinea for what?
Just 10 minutes to look around.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. It's good? I'll park behind those containers over there. I'll be fast.
Yeah.
Okay? There you go, my friend. Okay, thanks. We're in. All right, man. 11 kina baht is 10 minutes. Look at that. Those are called super bags. When coffee's being processed, and it's not yet in its jute bags, you know, those brown, the weed bags you see, they use super bags to move the coffee around. This is a classic super bag. That means right around here is warehousing. It's time to get out, bro. Products like coffee in the shell and cocoa, they need ventilation. They can't sit trapped in a hot warehouse or they go bad. That's a ventilated warehouse. Good possibilities, what we're looking for, man. Let's go. Okay, we might have found a ticket. Checking my feet. Look down. See this? That. It's parchment, it's green coffee inside this. They've just been loading it. No, I think we got a number here. Come on. Hello? Parchment, dude. Look at different village names, dude. Oh, yeah. Dude, that's all I needed to see. Look at that, man. Village name, Finisterre, Blue Mountain. Check. Let's blow out of here. You can see a dude through the glass. Hello? Is this your warehouse?
Yes,
Yes? It's a dispatch warehouse?
this is the dispatch warehouse.
Can I come in?
Yes, sure.
Yeah, I can come in. This interests me. This parchment coffee?
Yes, mainly from Kabul.
It's mainly from Kabul.
Kabul, yes.
Yeah.
Port of shipment is Wasu.
Do you mind looking at this map?
Sure. That's the Finisterre range.
Okay.
The warehouse manager points me towards a region in the Finisterre mountain range called Kabuam, which can only be reached by boat or plane.
I really appreciate it, but thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right.
I'm going there now.
Okay.
But I can't forget my camera guy. Come on, Hollywood, let's go. You ready, dog? Come on, slowpoke. Yeah! Super simple. See this big appendage here? It's an isolated peninsula in Papua New Guinea. That's a massive mountain range, Finisterre, the end of the earth. Okay, my friend back here, he's got some 30, 40 bags, but he explains to me that the gross majority of it is not being brought around. It's not being harvested, it's being left. That means there's thousands and thousands of pounds out there to rummage through and to find the very best. So destination, Kabuam. Only way to get there, buckle up, baby. Put your seat backs in an upright position because we're taking a bush plane.
I blanked on the first leg of my Papua New Guinea coffee hunt, but I'm now going all out, grabbing a bush plane to the Finisterre mountain range. But this morning, a South Pacific storm has blown in, and who knows if my plane can take off or land.
It's raining, you can have a muddy landing strip, up and over a massive mountain in cloud cover, and some beat up third world plane. Oh, I don't know, man, this is spelling doom to me. Wow, the road is kind of flooded out.
The majority of all flights in Papua New Guinea are done under visual flight rules. The pilot needs to be able to see what's around him in order to fly.
Starting to get a little bit of stomach acid in there, thinking this is gonna be one bumpy ride.
Flying here in a storm may be one of the crazier things I've done. More than 20 planes have crashed here since the year 2000.
All right, bro. I don't know if he's gonna love the camera, so let's go. You buckled in? Hold on tight, baby. All right, we're off the ground. 45 minutes, maybe an hour, we'll be on the other side of the mountains. Down here. See the airstrip? Right there, it's grass. We're gonna go right under the cloud cover, trying to land it right on that thing there.
The pilot is going in for a landing on a mountain rim, right in the heart of the Kabuam region.
We're surrounded by mountains. Do you see how beautiful they are? Wow. Just, you can almost smell the fertility from the air, just how rich the soil is. Major altitude, big, fat, green mountains. It's exactly what we're looking for. Now we just have to find the needle in the haystack. The best way to do that is jump in the haystack and roll around until it pokes you. All right, had to have that behind us. Let's go.
I know I'm in the right region. Now I just need to get my bearings and find a village that's growing coffee.
Is this coffee? Yes. It's coffee? All of this is coffee? What village does this come from? Iloko. Iloko. And there's lots of coffee up there? Yeah? Okay, so I go to Iloko. That's all I need to know. We gotta get up to Iloko. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, excellent. I was hoping they were driving back up, but they're not. Our challenge is to find a set of wheels in this small village. Now, they have a thing called PMV. It's public motor vehicle. It's basically a flatbed truck with bench seats on it. Hopefully, walking around this village, we'll find that. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Those guys are unloading. People jumping off. You see that white truck? Is this your truck?
No.
No? Do you know who owns this truck?
This truck stays up at the local.
This truck stays up at the loco?
Yeah.
Will it be going up soon?
Yep.
Can I jump in?
Yeah.
Getting us on a plane, check. Finding a rig that'll get us up the mountain, check. Just one last one. In loco, find where the source of this coffee's coming from. I think we have arrived. Dude, we are high enough. I'm freezing cold. This is wonderful. Literally surrounded with mountains. You can't get much higher than this. You ready? Let's go. Let's go into the main part of town. There should be some sort of gathering there. It's pretty traditional that the elders were gonna want to see me before I go out and run into the coffee fields.
The approval process from the elders involves an entire ceremony.
These are coffee beans, look at that.
Coffee is a way of life for these people.
All the branches they have in their hands are coffee.
And they have organized for me to meet their head coffee man, speaking on behalf of the entire village.
Behalf of coffee growers.
You're all coffee growers.
Pleasure.
Every family grows coffee in a garden.
Yes, similarly.
He tells me they've been selling to local traders for years, but if their coffee could make it to the international market, they'd be making more than quadruple what they get now.
And how many gardens do you think there are? 100, 150?
More than 1,000.
Oh, really? Okay, beautiful. And then you're associated together?
Yeah, we associate together.
You all associate together?
Yes.
Oh, beautiful.
They're clearly organized, a good sign. I could find that volume I'm looking for.
All right, let's go. Every coffee hunt's different. And once in a while, particularly when it comes to garden village coffee like this, you coffee hunt with a massive entourage. It seems friendlier, but it makes it more difficult. It also means it's a lot of pressure to say yes. But my clients back home, they don't want me to say yes just to anybody. This is a small plot nursery. You want to get a coffee plant started, give it its first 8 months of life and protection. And that happens in a nursery, just like children or just like anything else. They have almost every variety here. And a lot of these plants around me, I see Blue Mountain. It's very exciting. And I put your finger in the soil. You just get the feeling you could throw a battery down and it'd grow into a robot. It's so fertile and beautiful. This is a coffee pulper. Great sign. It removes the fruit from the seeds of the coffee. Super important this happened within 4 hours of picking the plant. Put berries in it. You'll add a little bit of water. You'll turn this handle. The fruit, the skin will go off one side, and the seed will go off another. I'm liking the seed size, I'm telling you that much. We're on the right track. And they're so proud of what they're doing here that they show me the process from beginning to end. This is really interesting for me to know, because what I'm seeing is what I've been looking for in PNG, and that's the cooperation and association. Man, we're on to something big.
I can tell by the way they process their coffee that the people of Iloko, a mountain village in Papua New Guinea, have the cooperation I need. Now, I need to look at some mature plants.
All right, the elders have given us the keys to the city. There are literally thousands of garden farms all along here. Here's a hut, and there's that coffee garden. Come this way. Here's this hut, right? And there's the coffee garden. You see this? And that goes on and on and on. And when working with Blue Mountain like this, well, there's ways of getting it wrong. But initially, I can tell you, just looking at these gardens so far, they're getting it right. Yeah, that's beautiful. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You know, you've heard me prattle on nonstop about pruning. And pruning is basically what he's doing here. Here he's taking off what are called suckers. It's not a lollipop. In coffee, it's something that pulls all the nutrients away from where you want it to go. Where you want it to go is into the berry, and consequently, into the seed. Too much competition means the fruit shrivels. You want to give one or two of the stalks all the nutrients possible. So you cut away those ones that look like they're not going to produce as well. This whole mountainside is just exploding with coffee. Hard work, skill, right variety, right soil, right altitude. And if we can get all that funneled down to one point, we can actually bag and buy and trade big quantities of coffee. That'll depend on one thing, that final cupping, that final taste. Let's head back. You're not only looking for a coffee, you're looking for a community. You're looking for people to work with year after year. These are definitely the kind of people I can work with.
But it all comes down to how this bean tastes, which is why all eyes are now focused on me.
Here you grow coffee together, you dry it together, and you roast it together.
Each passing moment is raising their expectations and mine.
Blue Mountain sells for what, 30, 35, sometimes $40 a pound because of its rarity and because of its taste.
If this Blue Mountain is the top quality I hope it is, I will be in business with this village for $100,000 a year for many years to come.
Oh man, I want to say a prayer. Oh, yeah, that smells really good. Please deliver, please deliver. Look at my hands are shaking. Come on, Mama. Come on, do it for me. Loco, you did it! Oh my God, beautiful! You did it! You did it! That's a beautiful coffee. It's that super rare mix of acidity and cocoa. You know, there's a certain mildness that comes over, like an elegance. This is gonna create some serious jealousy out in the specialty coffee world. And they're not gonna know where in the heck I found it. For a while at least. It is a beautiful, wonderful cup of coffee. My friend, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I would like to buy your coffee. We'll work together year after year. Okay? So thank you. Thank you for everything. You'll never forget the name of your local village if once you have this cup of coffee. I know I never will. That's here, man. Blue Mountain from Papua New Guinea. I know you've been, whoa. Okay, bring it back, bring it back. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, my boys in the loco. I miss you. Oh, look at that, man. Oh, it's beautiful. Blue Mountain. One of the most luxurious coffees on the planet. Right there on my hands. 40,000 pounds of it. When you love something, commit. And I've committed to this coffee because it's so wonderful. Let's roast up some coffee. Yeah! The story never concludes for me until I see it right here. A lot of people ask me what the best coffee in the world is. This could potentially be your top 10, your top 5, your top 2 best coffees in the world. Papua New Guinea, Blue Mountain. I love you, Loco.